my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're coming here for the first time, my name is Ediri Igoroje. I'm the brand owner of Didi Signature. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to hit the subscription button and turn on your post notification so you know when next I post my video. So let's get right into today's glam. So today we'll be creating a really soft, subtle glam. You guys already know I love subtle glam. So I went right into cleansing her face with my Garnier Micellar Water to take off oil and build up. Then I went ahead to dry that down before going in with my moisturizer. So I'm using this moisturizer from Embryolisse. Is very lightweight. So usually you see people that maybe use their hand to apply the moisturizer or use your brush. You can use either of them. You can use your hand, you can use your brush, but me, I don't like to get my hand messy when I'm doing my foundation or doing makeup or anything. So I really love to use my brush. So you want to make sure you apply that in seamlessly. So I'm going to dry that down, making sure that it's sink into her skin. Then off, I'm going in with primer. The primer I'm using is from the grape primer from Msmetic. You want to apply that on her T-zone, around the face, and don't forget, not under her eyes. Don't put it under your eyes. You want that place to be as moisturized and as soft as possible. Also, I'm drying that down, making sure that my skin is ready and seamless for foundation. You want to dry that down so that to have that tacking feeling. Look at her skin, look at how gorgeous it's looking, very plump. Next up, I went into foundation, and trust me guys, I can't even remember the exact foundation I used here, but I'm guessing I used the Estée Lauder foundation in the shade 4W4. That's a warm shade. Our skin is a little bit warm. Remember, in one of my videos I talked about value. So from a scale of 1 to 10, so she might be a 5. Okay, so I'm going to lock in that foundation with my Milani setting spray. Okay, then don't forget, you have to dry that down. Don't forget the drying phase. I can't overemphasize it. Next off, I'm going into contouring. So I'll be using the black Opal stick foundation, I think in the shade Carob. I use Carob. No, so I just wanted to add structure to her face. So I'm applying the contour on the apple area of her face, so to give her face that definition, give her cheekbone, it will as in give it that lift, and snatch feeling. And the brush I'm using is from Glam. I really love the brush because it is so soft. Okay, and the application is smooth. Next off, I'm going into blush. The blush I'm using is from Beauty by AD. You guys know that blush have my heart. After that, I'm going into highlight. So I'm setting the highlight. The shade of concealer I use, I think, is Cookie. I think I use Cookie from Born This Way. Yeah, Cookie. And I'm setting that with my Sephora and my Nuban Beauty setting powder in Alabaster. For this process, you really want to be light-handed. You don't want your hand to feel heavy. So if you look at the video, you will see that she has this sunk in under eyes. So hence I told her to look upwards and drag her chin down, so it will allow me to blend in that concealer and actually set that in properly. Yeah, so you want to make sure that the whole face, the under eye, is looking very seamless. Like I would say, if I'm going to be setting under the eyes, I use minimal to no product. Like what I mean by is I use very lightweight products. You don't want to go heavy when you are setting the under eye, because you don't want it to crease, you don't want it to crack, you get. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have that bright under eye, but it's not overwhelming the whole look. So next off, I'm going into setting her contour. The I think the palette I used was from Annie's Beauty. So I'm just going to use my Annie's Beauty Made the Brown palette to set all over her contour area. Then I set her blush also. Then I'm going in with setting all over her face using her exact powder shade, so that everything is going to look really seamless. And the brush I'm using is from Glam. See, this their new brush set is, you know, a must have. Like, I would say chef kiss. Like, it is so soft, so seamless. Like, I really love it. Next off, I'm going into setting and defining our nose contouring. So I didn't want the nose to be too defined, because she already have a very good nose structure. So I'm just, you know, defining it just, you know, a little bit. Okay, and the powder I'm using is the MSF powder from MAC Cosmetic. That is a MAC mineralized skin finish. That's what MSF means. In the shade dark, that's what I use in contouring the nose. Then moving to the eyes, I prime the eyelids, you know, to prep for eyeshadow. I'm using the Meet the Brown palette. So we just want something really soft, you know. I didn't want anything too loud. And before anyone asks about the brows, I have a full tutorial dropping next on how I achieve those brows step by step, so watch out for that video. And I'm trying to pop her lash line. Okay, so it's not going to look I was not going to do liner, so that just says it. Okay, then going into lips, I was going for a pinkish nude combo to keep the look looking really soft and feminine. Okay, if that makes sense. So because, you know, it's a soft glam, we don't want anything, you know, distracting the look, because everything has to marry each other. Do you get me? So after that, I blended it in, making sure that there is no harsh lines. You guys remember our slogan, zero harsh line, baby, clock it. So I went ahead to dust off under our eyes, you know, to, you know, get that even and seamless under eyes. Guys, look at that skin. Can you see how seamless it looks? This is what your makeup should look like. So for the eyes, I went in with a very simple pair of lashes, nothing too dramatic, just something clean and pretty. I didn't want anything that is going to overshadow the look. Just like I've always said, it is a soft glam, you get. So when you say soft, the glam has to be soft but looking glam. Do you know what I mean? So you don't want the look to be like too overwhelming. You want to look at her and she's like, oh my god. You'll be like, this girl is pretty. You get, she's a pretty girl. At the same time, you just want to enhance her features. You understand? So her lashes naturally were actually long, so you didn't want to like do too much, you know. So if that makes sense. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you watch the video up to this point, please hit the subscription button. Your girl needs this. I need to move my watch hour. I can't overemphasize this, please. I know sometimes I've been like so slow with posting. Is due to some unforeseen circumstances that are beyond my control. I'm not able to meet up with timing, you know, being a single mom, trying to hustle, like put food on your table and trying to create content, editing and doing all this stuff. Like, it is so crazy, as in. So I'm begging you guys, watch my videos. I have other videos on my channel, different kinds of look I've uploaded, so you have a lot to watch. please go and watch so that I can build my watch hour. The aim is to make sure that I get monetized, and I want you guys to take the glory. So I'm going ahead to just pop that blush. I want the blush to, pop a little bit. Anyways, next off, to bring the skin back to life, I'm using the dewy wet balm from Slush Beauty, for that hydrated glow without it looking oily. You get, so it's not going to be looking oily, but you are going to be seeing that the skin is looking like glass. It's going to be what? Popping. That is the aim of the dewy wet balm. So you don't need to do too much, you don't need to apply too much, you don't need a little bit of it. So I'm going in with my highlighter from Fenty Beauty. I think I use Rose Rave here, after which I still applied a little loose highlighter from Sopro. I can't remember the Sopro shade, just me. I think if you've watched my first video I posted this year, you would see the shade because I actually did use it. Next, I went off to pop that waterline with my MAC Bro black pencil. So I just wanted to add that just subtle definition, to that to our eyelid. You get, I didn't want anything too much, just like I've been saying. I didn't want anything too much. I didn't even want to smoke under our eyes. I just wanted the look to look as subtle as possible. So I'm just popping that a little bit more to make sure that the eye area is looking really clean. So next off, I'm going to seal everything up, with my Muff setting spray. Guys, look at the skin. If you've enjoyed watching this soft glam come together, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, and of course subscribe so you don't miss the next upload, especially my brow tutorial coming up next. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.